Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good golly, Miss Molly. I wanted to say a few words about a movie I finally got the chance to see, which was Sabaton's animated companion to their album The War to End All Wars. And it's the movie, The War to End All Wars, the movie, which you can see now on Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, and YouTube Movies. Previously, this animated movie, I think it's about 70 minutes, 67 minutes long, animated musical film, had been seen as far back as November 2023 in museums worldwide. But now it's finally released on streaming. No physical copy as yet, but you can see it on those streaming platforms. And it's a collaboration they've done along with Yarnhub Animation Studios. So sat down to watch it the other day. The album itself, of course, The War to End All Wars, is phenomenal album, telling a lot of the stories and people, telling us about the people of some of the various battles and fronts of World War One. Many of which, until the album itself, I'd been very scantily aware of, if at all. Obviously, we all know the tremendous slaughter of that horrible war, the stories of the Western Front and the trenches, but there are many, many other aspects, combatants and people doing heroic deeds elsewhere in that theatre of war. And the album told a lot of those tales. And now bringing this animation to it's a great companion to the album. So, I mean, a lot of it's really these harrowing and heroic tales, and so it really does bring the animation side of it. Really does bring those tales out exceptionally, and brings them to life in many ways. It's a very unique offering. Obviously, you're getting that great Sabaton music, but it's very unique to see it brought to life in this way. So the film's narrative, it's very cleverly tied together, and they have resequenced the tracks on the album to make it more of a narrative flow. But also, it's tied together using this idea of a soldier's letter, which is swept away by the wind, and it's a thread to connect these historical vignettes around the songs. Each segment takes a song from the album with a specific story, and then shows in animated form that story, and then the letter carries on to the next one, swept away again and picked up. So there is a little bit of live action in it, particularly at the end, and the band do feature in both live and animated form in the movie in various places, and their voices too. They're to be seen here and there about the movie, as it were. So obviously, like everything else, make sure you watch it at full volume if you're going to watch it, to get the emotional weight of the songs accompanied by the visuals. And it's very poignant in a lot of places. The animation is done by Yarnhub, is in an Unreal Engine, so it's got that kind of CGI video game look about it, a little bit uncanny in places, slightly dated looking in terms of animation. Obviously it's been done at a certain level, a certain budget level. It's not a big budget animated blockbuster, so they've done a tremendous job with what they've done, the way they've done it, but it has got that video game style to the animation, but there's a lot of charm in it, and a lot of heart, and it does, as I say, it does bring the song, despite some of the limitations of that animation style, brings the songs to life, which I think is important, rather than just having the lyrical content we've had before in some of the music videos accompanying those songs. Things like Christmas Truce, Race to the Sea, and so on. It really does bring those stories to life, because you can see the characters they're talking about, such as the unkillable soldier, Adrian Carton de Weert, I can never pronounce that name. It brings these characters alive because you can actually see them now. So it gives you a little bit of context, a lot of context to the songs. And I mean, you don't have to be a die. The great thing about this being released as a history project for History Rocks, the band's History Rocks initiative, as they went to schools and museums and war museums. So you didn't have to be a fan of the band. The music, whilst it's fantastic, Sabaton's typical mix of power metal and it doesn't have to be. The lyrical content is so clear and easy to follow that it's not like you're just listening to the music. The lyrics themselves stand out as well, and this animation helps them stand out even more. So it's a standout feature. Great. I love the fact the band has got this commitment to historical authenticity and to keeping the history alive of these conflicts throughout history, but the World War One particularly, which was a terrible meat house grind of a slaughter. There's artistic license, but I applaud the band greatly for their attention to detail and continuing to tell these stories of the people involved in these events. So it's, you can get the stories without feeling you're being preached at either. They're just telling the stories. So it's very compelling in that respect. Younger audiences may have learned an awful lot about history from seeing this. I certainly hope so. However, just to sum up, I mean, it's a passion project for the band, and I think it's come across very well. I'm very pleased with it. I do want to get a physical media copy some point, but right now, as I say, you can get it on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, YouTube Movies, and it's just it's a worthy addition to Sabaton's legacy for sure. So anyway, thank you for watching this. I've released this video premiered it just for my members, my small but beautiful group of members. Probably once they've seen it, release it generally to the rest of my subscriber base. Thank you all for supporting me. Check out the movie, and till next time, stay well and keep on rocking.